Let's talk about accessories. For me, the best way to bring a sense of authenticity and bring some personality to my outfits is definitely through the use of some clever and creative accessorizing. I've developed a few little go-to rules for myself. I use the term rules loosely. These are not hard and fast things that I stick to all the time. They're there for the days where I need them. I never like to be too over the top, but I like to bring some variation to my looks, and I think in this way, using accessories, you can really bring a sense of originality, especially if, like me, your wardrobe is made up of very similar things. I have lots of pairs of jeans, I have lots of similar pairs of trousers, loads of blazers, loads of t-shirts, shirts, you get the point. There are three things that I believe make up great personal style. The first thing is a sense of authenticity. Outfits that feel like they're lived in, that feel very true to the person who's wearing them, and in some ways original. I know there's hardly anything these days that's truly original, but at least to shoot for it is a good place to start. The second thing that kind of piques my interest when I see great personal style is when an outfit feels curated, like they've collected them over time. It's not a cookie cutter copy of anything. It really feels true to perhaps a lifetime or a real sense of searching for personal style and wanting to display that. And lastly, the element of surprise. I love when something feels unexpected. If a look is quite basic, let's say, and there is a fabulous brooch attached to it, or perhaps a very tonal look that's very dulled down, and then a bright colored hair accessory or a fabulous big ring, something that kind of catches your eye and throws the rest of the look off. I think having something unexpected like that in your outfit is really interesting. These are the 3 points that I get inspired by if I see them in someone else's looks, or the things that I try to hit when I'm putting my own looks together. Diving into my own personal collection of accessories, the things that I'm going to leave out here are sunglasses, handbags, scarves. Things that you're not necessarily going to be wearing the whole day, that you might wear for protection in the sun, or a scarf because it's cooler. Things that are not going to be on your body throughout the whole day, although I definitely choose them depending on what I'm wearing. I'm talking about mostly jewelry, hair accessories, things that I'm going to be wearing on my body throughout the whole day. For me, there are 3 ways in which I accumulate my accessories and jewelry. The first way is through default accumulation. That is when you've been given a gift, when you have something that might be a family heirloom. Some things that I have I just took from my mother's jewelry box, which I think she's still a bit angry about today. Not necessarily things that you've curated yourself, but you've kind of happened to have them, and for me, I end up wearing them on the daily. I have pieces that I never take off, and these are things that I've accumulated by default. Things like my bracelets. This was a gift from my high school best friend. This silver bracelet is one of those ones that I took from my mother's jewelry box. I'm so sorry, Mom. This is a fabulous ring that I think it was before I moved to the UK actually. I was shopping with my mom and we bought the same ring together, so we both have this and I think we both wear it all the time. I have a little pinky ring that I also never take off that I got once while I was waiting for my car's MOT, and there was a fabulous little vintage store there. The gold bands on this hand, obviously I have my wedding bands. I have my dad's ring that was from his 21st. I think it's actually supposed to go to my brother, but and then this gold pinky ring is also something from my mom, and the 2 bangles on this hand are from my grandmother. All things that I've just accumulated by default along the way, and I wear these every single day. This gold chain was a gift from my husband. I also never take that off. And so whatever happens, I've got this great base layer of things that have memories attached to them and things that are special to me, and I love enjoying them and wearing them on the regular. The second way that I accumulate my accessories is through DIY. If I'm going to have some downtime, or if I'm going for a little holiday or a breakaway, I sometimes like to take something with me that I can do while I'm there just to relax and enjoy. And this last time we went out on a trip on our boat, and I took a bunch of beads with me that I bought online. I went a bit excessive, but I've been seeing a lot of these agate beaded necklaces on Instagram, and I thought I'm pretty sure I could buy those beads and string them myself, and that's what I did. Because they're relatively affordable, I bought a bunch of colors, and I like that they're a fun addition to an outfit. So if I'm wearing something like I am here, just a simple white t-shirt and jeans, It's super fun just to clip one on and suddenly you've got a pop of color. The last way is by investing in brands that I love. Over the years, I have collected a few pieces that I love dearly. I don't wear them all the time. I've invested in things that make me feel a sense of creativity when I'm wearing them, and so they're not everyday pieces, but they're there as great tools that I can pop on when I just need an extra something. Things like a little Acne Studios earring. This earring is quite fun. It definitely has a certain vibe to it. It's not something I want to wear every day. It's quite a statement. It's quite large. I love wearing one earring and I love it for adding personality to my looks. I also have some completed works pieces. These resin earrings are really fun and cool. They're called the scrunch earrings. And I also have a really fun kind of acidic yellow. I think these are really fun when you just want a color that's going to throw off a look. I have my Roxanne Asulin little bracelets. I got two of them with an M on, obviously Melissa Monroe, that is my name. I love that I got these kind of neutral colors. These do come in fabulous different colors, but I love these because they don't take away from an outfit. They just kind of add a touch of metallic, and I love these for something to wear on the wrist. That's the gist of how I go about accumulating my accessories collection. Now I'm going to tell you how I put accessories into my outfits. Let's have some fun with some looks. When I'm wearing something quite casual and textures that are quite casual, so I'm wearing denim, cotton, leather, I sometimes feel like I need to luxe it up, add a little more metallic than what I would normally wear. I've got my base jewelry on, so I generally, if I'm going quite minimal, I will wear my ear cuffs every day. I'll wear one hoop in this little second hole, and I'll wear an earring in here. This one never comes out, that's just there. This is my everyday. I never take this jewelry off really. If I feel like I need a little something extra, the look is quite casual, but I want to bring in some metallics, I love to mix metals. I will probably take a little gold hoop. I keep all my silver and gold jewelry just in a little case. I have loads of little earrings, and so it's nice to keep them organized in a little tray like this. I might go, what are we feeling for? Maybe let's go for a silver. Popping on these silver hoops. I am not afraid to mix metals, and I love all the gold and silver together. In my day-to-day jewelry that I've got on my hands, I keep this hand gold, this hand silver, the silver bangles on this hand, the gold bangles on this hand. It wasn't really intentional, it's just how I like to wear it, and I've just kind of stuck to that vibe. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit extra, and so I'll pop on another ear cuff. See if I can navigate all the earrings on this ear. So there, I've got another gold ear cuff now. I've got these ear cuffs. So it's never going to be too much. I feel like you can really layer up a lot of silver and gold jewelry, and you can't really go too far with it. I might add on an extra something to my wrist. This is also a bracelet that I got from a friend. I've had it literally for maybe 16 years now, so I'll pop that on as a little extra. That's just adding to what I've already got on my wrist, and I feel like now these little extra touches, it's really lifting quite a basic casual look and is giving me that extra sense of dressiness that I think I'm looking for. Another quite casual texture is of course wool knitwear. I also like to use my mixed metals theory, if you can say. I think it really elevates a casual look. If I'm wearing a long jumper like this, it's no doubt that throughout the day I'm probably going to be putting an elastic band on my sleeves just to keep them out the way so I can work. I love the jingle jangle of an extra bracelet, so I've popped on this one. This one was given to me by my sister-in-law at her wedding. I popped on this gold bangle, which was given to me from my mother-in-law. I love how it mixes in with the other bangles from my grandmother. So it's special to me, but also make me feel fun. I feel like when you're mixing metals, you can obviously buy these things from newer sort of jewelry stores. There's loads of them. There's actually 3. They all start with an M. I think you know which ones they are. They're advertised all the time. But I feel like if you have the chance to kind of accumulate them organically, you end up with a collection that is more uniquely you and can't really be replicated and feels a little more authentic. If I'm wearing quite a classic outfit, and this for me is a blazer, a t-shirt and a pair of jeans, something I wear all the time, day in, day out, it's really my go-to. This blazer is actually one that is online currently. It's one from my own collection that I've reworked, secondhand menswear that I've updated with some cool details. If I'm wearing this classic look and I want to have some fun, I like to play with an idea that I call minimal plus one. So I'm wearing my minimal accessories, as in the things that I never take off that I wear daily. I've already explained to you. I feel like when I'm wearing these pieces, they are just part of me, and I feel like it's still a blank canvas. I don't really take them into account. I like the layered effect and having them be an extension of me before I actually put on my accessories. The plus one is when I like to play with those pieces that I told you I've invested in. So a great opportunity to go in with a fun statement earring. Maybe I'm just wearing one, maybe I'm wearing both. It depends on the mood I'm in. But it's really giving me that pizzazz that makes an outfit combination that I wear very regularly feel different every time I wear it. I would also play with my bracelets. I'm going to pop on my Roxana Sulin bracelets, and I feel like that gives a nice little addition to the look. I don't feel like I need to have earrings in if I've got this going on. I don't ever want to be too much. This idea is literally about being minimal with all the other accessories and just that plus one. Another cool option for this is also playing with hair accessories. I have these that I recently got in from COS, and these are a fabulous way to just jazz up a hair look. I often just have my hair in a bun, so I would pop these on the side and just have them as a nice fun addition. Again, because I have that plus one, I'm not adding any other accessories to the look. In talking about DIY, I have some newly made pieces that I'm really loving. I'm loving all kinds of leather tie necklaces that are tied as a choker around the neck. I think they're really fun. I made this one just with a bead that I purchased online. This one came from a broken earring that I found at a charity shop when I was thrifting, and I think this is really a cool addition to a look. I also love the sense of earthiness that it brings to a look, having the leather strap that ties into that idea that I like to feel a bit beachy, a little bit effortless. This just really looks fabulous, makes a cool statement against the white t-shirt. It's a very basic rule, but it kind of works every time. Sometimes a look calls for a statement. So I'm just popping on a clean, fresh white shirt. Although this is one of my reworked shirts, it's got some cool detail. Sometimes I'll be wearing a look like this and just feel like the mixed metals, not gonna cut it. I don't feel like doing the minimal plus one. I want to go bold. In these cases, I reach for most statement pieces, and that requires that I de-accessorize a little bit. So I'm gonna take out that hoop. I'm going to take out the two earrings on the side. I'll just take off a few pieces to minimize the base layer. So when I'm talking about statements, I'm talking about things that really go there. This is a cool rosette. It's got like a little stone sparkly detail on it. This is super fun. I've been really into wearing these lately. I've got a few different ones. I even make them. And I love adding this to a look. It's very bold, and I love just tying it in a cool, relaxed way. I love the contrast of the black and white. I love wearing this with a simple shirt. I'll also wear this under a blazer. Anytime I just really want to take my look to a whole new place, this is when I just go there and make a statement. Because this type of accessory is quite loud, I like to just keep everything else simple. I wouldn't wear a belt, I wouldn't wear extra bracelets, and I've taken off some of my earrings like I showed you. It's a very simple concept that if you're amping something up, you take something away. That old Coco Chanel saying of before you leave the house, take one thing off. The idea is based on that. You've already got something that makes a statement. Don't overcrowd it. I don't need any extra. This is another example of a fun statement. So it's this mixed metal necklace that's got some fun colors in it. It's silver, it's gold. It's really a bit odd. I picked this up at a sample sale. I very rarely wear it, but when I do, I feel like, again, I need to be super minimal with everything else, as this can really pull the look together and makes its own statement. So if I'm wearing something like this, I want it to feel effortless. I don't want to feel too dressed up in any other area of the outfit. This is going to be the feature. This stuff is definitely not rocket science, and like I said in the beginning, these are not hard and fast rules that I absolutely stick to all the time. They're just things that I kind of stick to make sure that I keep my looks feeling effortless, but that I'm also having having fun and playing with all the beautiful things I have. I have a lot of accessories and I like to draw on them because my wardrobe and my outfits are very much repeated. The three-piece uniform that I've told you before about in a video. Having this mix as well of the different ways of accumulating accessories. Not everything's new. A lot of things are hand-me-downs. A lot of things are accumulated from family or gifts. They're things I might not have chosen for myself, but they definitely make up my style journey up until now. They're things that have come along for the ride and I really want to continue to wear them because I think all those layers become so interesting. If you have a base that is organically collected, I think it makes for a really fresh and interesting and very true sense of personal style. In the next video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a roundup and showing you how I use all these things that I've explained to you to actually build looks on the daily. I'm also going to explain to you my closet organization and how I navigate that. That's going to be interesting because of course I live on a boat, and so I'll be giving you some insight into my wardrobe and how I store things away. But these organization tips might be inspiring to you even if you have a regular wardrobe. It's been lovely having you along for this one. I will see you in the next one. Until then,